Other story that made headline, I'm sure just recently, is the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. Flamingos got to the first ever semi-final. Jide, what feeling? I didn't give them a chance. How did you feel about reaching our first ever semi-final against free-scoring USA side?
Elated, very happy. First things first to say that because it was the girls, women that are doing this, which also brings us in the direction that we need to do more. Right now, we don't have a league that can got our own for the women. They are doing this. They are doing this without all the support. So for me, even though we were second best on the day, but in football, as in life, you need a little bit of luck sometimes. And you can just look at the standing 15 that, oh, God was already on our side. Yes.
So, you're on the show, back to you, Joseph. You're on the show on that day, and you said categorically, and I was thinking you're just being optimistic, Joseph. As a football coach, you told me categorically we're going to qualify. And in my mind, talking to you, I was just optimistic that, maybe because you're in Nigeria. Wonderful prediction. But it was a tough one. Like Jide said, it was the USA side that almost had the whole day. Courtesy, they lost a penalty, and we decided to get ours. What did Bankole Oluwakere did better that made us end that victory?
Yes, like I made mention of the game last week, 2 days ago. I understand with the principle of coaching that whenever you are playing a tournament, you have a system that works for you. You abide by those systems. And that is what Bankole has done. He abided by his system. He abided by his principle. And he was able to conquer. Now, making this round to semi-final is a great one for him as a coach.
Yeah, we saw one decisive decision he took in the 94th minute. He actually changed the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper that was imposed during the period was changed to another goalkeeper, and realized that goalkeeper saved, I think, 2 penalties for us.
Yes.
Is that a tactical move? Is that expected? Or are there some certain goalkeepers that are better off in holding on to the penalty than others?
Certainly, yes. He understood that the first keeper may not be able to...
be tired?
Yeah, may be tired. Apart from being tired, there are some certain goalkeepers that are better in penalty shootout than others. So he understood that the reserve goalkeeper can as well do better than the first goalkeeper when in terms of penalty. Because penalty sometimes need a lot of composure. You need a lot of maturity. You need a lot of position. You need to have an eye on the ball as a goalkeeper before you can be able to ship them away from the net. And the coach was able to understood his 2 keepers. And as such, he was able to do the needful. That is
Jide, do you think the fairy tales, if I may use that word, will continue? We will either be playing against Tanzania or Colombia.
Yes.
Both of them are meeting today. And do you think we can actually qualify to our first ever Under-17 Women's World Cup final?
Okay, so the thing I would say here is this. We've qualified for the semi-finals. Please, the federal government should not send any delegation to these girls.
Okay.
Let the people that are taking care of them till this point, the coach and the technical team, continue the tutoring. Let's not have people coming all over and promising them heaven and earth. Leave the coaching crew and the technical team to do their job. And like we said, with a little bit of luck, this will be the year that we finally take the Under-17.
Yeah, we proceed. Let me ask you one question I've asked my guests in previous edition of our program. Under-17 Women's World Cup, Under-17 Men's World Cup. In the Under-17 Men's World Cup, FIFA Under-17 Men's World Cup, we've won 5 historically, but we are yet to win for women Under-17. Why is that?
It's about development. When did we start playing women's football in Nigeria? Actually, when did we have the first Under-20 team? You know, you need development, you need infrastructure, you need programs to create those age groups. So that's the reason, that's the major reason. We did not start early, even though we were the first starters in Africa. So when we started, We are the first even to get to the quarterfinal. We are also the first to get to the semi-final. It shows what we can do to build structures in place.
I think I'm going to key into that development. We did start, the men's under 17 started way back, the likes of, when it was still under 16.
Prince Passport. You look at the Prince Passport, that's what fed the under 17. We've been running Prince Passport since 1960. So when did the Prince Passport for women really start? I think it was in the 2000s, where I think Bank took it up. I think they started that women's passport.
Okay, interesting. Now, to you, I know you're optimistic. That's Joseph now. You're very optimistic. Let me say whether you be twice right. We either be playing Congo or Tanzania.
Colombia or Tanzania.
Colombia.
Yes.
Tanzania or Colombia. What do you think, before we come to this, I was thinking we could have preferred an African counterpart, because, we're always having the upper hand. What's your opinion? Do you think the fairy tales can continue? We can get to the final if we meet either of Colombia or Tanzania on Wednesday next week?
Yes, I'm very optimistic about us getting into the finals. The reason why is because I understand that the Nigerian under-17 team have a passion for this tournament. They have been playing as a team. They have come together to understand themselves. They understand the rules that the coach has been giving to them. So I see them qualifying to finals. And to add more, I see Nigeria playing Germany at the final stage.
Okay, I didn't ask for that, but it's fine because it's interesting to know that we are doing well. Good or bad, before I come to Jide, good or bad, if we're going to stop at the semi-final stage, you should have qualified. We have the opportunity of playing the third place match. Assessing these girls, is it a good tournament for them?
It is a very good tournament for them. This has given them more mental fitness. This has also exposed them to the world stage. With this now, it's something that the girls will be able to play more tournaments and do better and make sure that in each of their outing, they bring glory to this country as a nation.
Okay, now, Jide, back to you. Semi-final, third place or not, has it been a very wonderful outing for the girls, Jide Alaka?
Mudashiru, truly exceptional. Because why I say that is because I picked at least 4 ladies on that team. That if we develop very well, they could become world superstars the next 5 to 7 years. The central defender, I don't know how she has, the technique is almost right. The way she reads the game, the way she brings the ball out of defense. The number 9, Ajakaye, yes, she has not, but the runs she makes, if she continues to do that, she's going to be very, very dangerous as a mature striker, even the captain. So for me, that we have some materials now that can actually immediately push to the under 20 and then in the next 2 to 3 years into the first team. So that's the success.